You want people to come in here and lose yourself and forget about the streets, the everyday life, and enter into another time, another world. I think there is a little bit of that attempt to set people's mind apart from what they have been doing all day long. The National Gallery, I mentioned once that there are only 3 vanishing points because it's a triangle. Most buildings, only 2 vanishing points because it's a square grid. But when you get into a Baroque church, there are infinite number of vanishing points. Vanishing points is a technical term, but I think most people understand that. Because of that, as you move around in that space, the space moves. Because of that, you get a certain excitement. If you stand here and look at it, that's what it is. And you can capture that. But once you move, the space begins to move with you. And I think you will see that because of these curved lines, they become curvilinear forms and curvilinear space. Music excites certain kind of vibration in me. I feel that this is the moment I would be able to develop more beyond the triangular grid. Now, a curvilinear surfaces enter into this building. It's a natural sequence of change. Architecture is not something that you can just willfully say, so this is the time for me to change my style. No, I don't think so. I like to think that it's an evolutionary process in development. Maybe it's more mature. I'm sure it is. I'm older. I've seen more, but not change. No, my work is not one that would excite people. I say, look at this. I've never seen that before. No, not at all. In fact, I would like them to say, yes, it's very well done, but I've seen it. I know this is by him, you know. So I don't think you'll find this to be a breakthrough of any kind. It's just a continuous process of development. And it's a result of having seen a lot and having thought about it, hopefully also a lot.
Pei and Pei's place in architectural history spans the modern era. He is the architect of his time. Its sources must be rooted in the past.
I think that's important. This date here, say 1541, Francis I began the Louvre. And 1564, Catherine de' Medici began the Tuileries, the garden, because he built that Chateau de Tuileries. So these are the historic dates for the expansion of the Louvre, step by step. And then Napoleon III, he was the one that reunited the Louvre with the Tuileries. And that was an important move, and perhaps the last piece of work done on the Louvre, to the Louvre, until today.
The Louvre was once hard to get to. Pei, the city planner, never forgot the first lessons he learned in New York.
To the north, you can go to Rue de Rivoli, and you also can go to the subway. And that's very important. This direction, you go to the gardens, Tuileries Gardens, and there are 2 grand stairs that lead you out to the garden.
Beyond the gardens is the celebrated Parisian boulevard into which the Louvre flows, and the parade of city life to which it now belongs. The passageways, once off limits, are now a route of preference.
The entire Louvre is now open to the public. They don't have to come to the Louvre like these are students. They didn't used to walk through Napoleon Court. Now they do. Why? Because from here they can go to the left bank. So now this is sort of a crossroad without having to go into the museum. Difficult to say how I feel. I have to say that I feel very, very, very proud to have a hand in this. But I cannot say it without also mentioning that it's also a piece of great luck. I happened to be here in 1983 at the right time. And circumstances is what I continue to reflect on. So what made it possible for me to participate in this historic undertaking. It's something of great importance in my life.